The first ever HIV self-testing initiative could be launched locally in a matter of weeks. It is one of the new initiatives which the Ministry of Health has included in its HIV National Strategic Plan 2025 to 2030. It not only reduces the need for persons to visit health facilities to conduct routine testing for the virus, but is being touted as a strategy to increase access to HIV services and acceleration of the achievement of the United Nations Program on HIV/AIDS UNAIDS 90-90-90 goals. The targets outlined by the UNAIDS stipulates that 90% of all people living with HIV should know their status, 90% of all people diagnosed with HIV should receive sustained antiretroviral therapy, and 90% of all people receiving antiretroviral therapy should achieve viral suppression. So far, Guyana has achieved the first target, which suggests that 90% of persons living with HIV know their status. During the daily COVID-19 update, Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony noted that with the allocation of $900 million in the budget, the ministry intends to partner with civil society organizations to ensure persons living with the virus are able to sustain treatment, thereby curbing transmission.
The allocations that we have received, a lot of that would go in the direction of providing adequate amount of ARVs and to make sure that the patients are receiving these ARVs. So that would be a main thrust for us.
In relation to self-testing, the minister pointed out that while there are perceptions that persons may develop fear and anxiety of a positive test result after conducting their own, research has indicated otherwise.
Has not shown that any of these fear or things that people might envisage would happen has happened. And in fact, it allows people in the privacy of their own home to be able to do these tests to check their status, and once they know, then they probably would come into the clinic and get it verified, and further actions can be taken.
Additionally, the ministry will also later this year extend access to pre-exposure prophylaxis PrEP beyond serodiscordant couples, where one partner is infected by HIV and the other is not. It will also be made available to members of the trans community. Pre-exposure prophylaxis is a way for people who do not have HIV but are at a very high risk of getting HIV to prevent HIV infection by taking a pill daily. Timeka Rodney reporting for the HGP Nightly News.